Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today we are doing a Celtic cross reading, and this is going to be for Sagittarius. Keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it starts resonating later, you're more than welcome to go back to the channel and rewatch any of the videos you like. You should be watching your sun, moon, and rising signs and your Venus if you'd like. That'll give you a better overall look at your energies. Okay, so the first card I have is the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and it is Hawk Spirit. And it's telling you, let Spirit be your guide. Let Spirit be your guide. So I'm going to take two from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. So while I'm shuffling, I'd like to take this minute to let you know that we appreciate it I appreciate it whenever you hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon. That way you get notified, and it helps the channel grow tremendously. So thank you in advance. There we go. We have Lord. Take charge with authority. Okay. Take charge with authority. One more. Spring. It's time to see your seeds grow. Okay. There we go. Right, I'm going to grab the Celtic Tarot. The Celtic Cross spread is a large spread, so I'm going to move these over here. Sometimes I refer to them throughout the video, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the readings. Okay, so what have we got for Sagittarius? Oh, Three of Wands. Your ships are coming in. Okay, your ships are coming in. You are definitely about to see those seeds that you sowed grow. Okay, so let's see what's crossing that. What's your challenge? Conflict. Okay, you probably have you have external conflict, a lot of competition, and this could even be internal conflict. Okay, this is you training, sparring, growing. It causes growth. Okay, so just let Spirit be your guide whenever you're in the midst of that kind of conflict. But do remember, it is time for you to take charge with authority. Okay, what you have going for you is the shadow. Okay, I'm going to go with you have done a lot of shadow work. You've discovered that you are not bound to anything or anybody unless you choose to be. And it can be that you're involved in a toxic relationship, or you're having toxic, toxic patterns. But it can also be passion. This may be something that you're very passionate about. Okay. Let's see. Tell me about the recent past for Sag. Tell me about the recent past. Okay, yeah, you suffered a loss, so that'll definitely put you in that shadow energy. It's hard when you have to do shadow work. Nobody likes to do it, but you do. In the past, you were in the grief process. Sometimes we linger in that too long, okay? And you were focused on what you had lost, okay? And you weren't seeing what the future was holding, okay? And that happens that happens. It's easy to fall into this. But the thing is that you miss your blessings if you stay in this it goes from the grief process of healing. Sometimes you slip into a depression and you can't see the forest for the tree, so to speak. So if you turn around, you'll find those other cups, and you may not know it, but down on this end, okay, there's a bridge down there. It's called the Rainbow Bridge, and that's why it's called the Rainbow Bridge. that building across the street, or across the street, across the river, is where the Ten of Pentacles is at. And you can take the gifts that you're being given and go to the bridge. And that is also the castle where you leave your burdens. Okay, when you have the Ten of Wands, it's where you leave your burdens. So it's time for you to start moving and start stepping onto. It's time for you to step onto your path. Okay, it's time to start your journey again. And let spirit be your guide. Your spirit guides are trying to guide you towards that castle. Okay. All right. So the overall energy is you're holding on to something, and it may be very well your money. Okay. During the times that we've been going through, well, I mean, you know, it's not a wise idea to spend everything that you've made. Okay. It depends on what you're holding on to, but in the future, I see you in the Ten of Pentacles. And here, this is a perfect time to show you. You see the rainbow outside that window? That's the rainbow that's coming from the castle to you. Okay? It's showing you the way. All right. And if you look, the shields are in the shape of the Celtic tree of life. The King of Pentacles is there. The woman is his wife. The two men by the window are his nephews, his master magicians. This is a legacy card. This is a dynasty card. This is having enough abundance for you and other generations. Not necessarily just your generations. See, it's working for his siblings and their children as well. Okay, so if you believe in yourself, you have a lot of options. And again, see the I don't know if you can see them, but the outlines of people are holding those things, all those cauldrons, and what they're offering you is gifts. It's your spirit team. They're telling you got a lot of options. You don't want to stay in that energy over there. Okay, that was your past, though. That was your recent past. I think you're coming out of it. Okay, and your environment. You've been working really hard for your abundance. You've made plans. You've asked spirit for things. You've tried to manifest things. So these are your intentions. You've set them and you let them go and you let spirit take care of it. And in the meantime, you've been working really hard on building your own abundance. And you are starting to see those swords, those seeds grow. All right. I think what your fear is you are still in a little bit of that darkness, okay? You can't see, but your ships are right underneath the moon, okay? You know, you're kind of eclipsed. You know, you're not showing your light. Your light's still in there, but you haven't been showing your light. And I think your greatest fear probably is having to walk away from the things that you know and love, okay? Or things that you care about, to be able to make your dreams come true. Okay. So we have the Queen of Swords. This is somebody that looks at things from a different perspective. She's a much higher perspective. She's way up on there. There's a wisdom. She's very wise. She's been through a lot. Okay. So she uses her logic to make her decisions, not her emotions. Okay, and that way she makes good decisions, not just for herself, but for her kingdom. Okay. And again, we have the rainbow. That's the third rainbow. The promise from spirit. Okay, but you have to put in your end of the deal. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, this is you. You're coming out of that storm. You're coming out of that, whatever, all that conflict. You're coming out of all of that. And you're moving away. You may be literally moving away. But this can just be, moving away emotionally or mentally away from that storm, that drama. You're moving towards a new dawn. Okay? It's a new day. And there's a new place to go. And again, you could literally be moving away, but not necessarily. Okay? You could be traveling over water, overseas. You could be taking a trip. But I think this isn't so much... You're moving away from the conflict. I think you're leaving the things that are no longer serving you. And, it's a hard decision. Okay? Alright. And I think you felt left out in the cold. Alright? I think that is part of the conflict, was you felt left out in the cold. But you took a leap of faith. Okay? You took a leap of faith. You have chosen to have faith in yourself and spirit. Okay? And that's why your ships are coming in. You put in a lot of hard work. Okay? And you're at a crossroads now. Okay? So, obviously, your challenge is conflict. You may be conflicted about if you're leaving someplace, if you're leaving a position. This could be you might be walking away because of all the conflict where you work. At the moment, you're making your plans. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What do I want? Okay. All right. But I think you're in the process of creating something. Okay. Because that guy's a mover and a shaker. Okay. And again, you know that you've been feeling chained to the and stuck, maybe trapped in this conflict. But there's something out there that you're very passionate about. And again, follow your intuition. Follow that inner knowing. You have an inner guidance system, because you're opening a new cycle now. And that's, it's scary when you open a new cycle. But the good thing is you get to make that cycle yours. All right? And the Lovers was in the past. It looks like you lost a very important relationship to you. Okay? But you may have been dancing with the devil. Okay? Again, this is death. This is transformation. You're changing. You're moving forward. You're going into a new cycle. And like I always tell you, where there's an ending, there's a beginning. Okay? And you've learned the lessons in the old cycle. Okay? And that's why you're transforming. Okay? So, if there's anything you need to heal, don't hold on to things from the past. Let the past be the lesson. Don't let it change your future. Okay? Let go of the grief. Okay? And start using your logic to move forward. Okay? Now that's the King of Swords. He is very wise himself. And he definitely uses his logic. He's very logical, analytical, businesslike. Okay? Because again, he has to make decisions for not just himself, but for everybody. Or, well, in his kingdom. And then you also have the Queen over here, so that's a match set. That could be stepping into a new love. Or a new business partner. Okay? Whatever it is, you have a new beginning in love. I'm sorry, in abundance. Okay? That's where you're looking. You have to look at your options. This is you seeing your seeds grow. What have you planted in the past that you've wanted to grow? Okay? Because it's coming in. And you're going to be celebrating life soon. And that's part of the thing. You know, you all these holidays, depending on where you are, where people gather. How about that? Let's do that. Festivals, where people gather and enjoy life. That family gatherings. Those are the things that you need to remember. They mark the seasons, okay? And we see justice. So if this is a court case, you could have won money in a settlement, or but I tend to think that's going to be karmic justice for you. You went through a lot, you did the work, and I think now it's time for you to be abundant. Okay, so you just need to choose your options, okay, because you're building a firm foundation. You're building a very firm foundation for your future. All right, and I think this is something you've been nurturing for a very long time. You've been thinking about doing this, creating something, maybe, or this could be a relationship you've been thinking about for a while. Okay, but in the meantime, you have been building your abundance. And it looks like you're having communication come in. This is something about emotions, love, possibly. Which makes sense, because if you're coming into the Ten of Pentacles, that is love and money. Yeah. So, we got the Ace of Cups. That's a new beginning in abundance. I mean, in love. Why? I just did that backwards. I did it on the other one, too. This is definitely your cup is runneth over. Okay? This is universal love. It's also self-love. Love of others. Peace. It's peace and harmony is what it is. Okay? Yeah, you learned a lot of harsh lessons. But the thing is, everybody freaks when they see this card. This is past. This is done. Okay? But that may be why you're walking away. Because you closed the cycle and you're opening the new one. You transformed because of that. And you went into hermit mode. And you thought about things. And if you haven't, you will. You think about what it is that you want. Okay, this is where I'm at. And look at it without emotion. This is where your logic comes in. You can kind of review it, go back over your past, and later after you heal, and you can look at it like a movie. Okay, and see the lantern is the star. That's whatever you wish. That's your wish upon a star dream. Okay, and it's going to lead you on your path. Okay, and this is about you resting and relaxing and recharging your batteries, because that's when you make the best decisions. And it's also how you find yourself. You're going deep within yourself, and you're answering those hard questions. What is it that I truly want to do? What is my dream? Okay, so you don't see this coming, but it is coming. Okay, it is coming in for you. I think you may have, when you get in that Five of Cups energy, you lose hope, and that's the worst thing in the world. Okay, yeah, you have the Three of Pentacles. You've mastered something. Okay, you have mastered something, and I think it's the lessons in this cycle. And you're always going to be a bit of a wounded warrior, but try not to be too guarded. You have to open your heart to receive. That's where the peace and harmony comes in. Okay, so yeah, definitely take charge with authority, like that King of Swords. That's the Emperor. He has mastered all four of the King's energies. Okay, and this is outdoors. This is the Archangel cards, I'm sorry. Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Clear sentience, Archangel Raguel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, and it's talking about clearing your space, and I think that means emotionally, spiritually, and spring cleaning in your own home. Archangel Jophiel, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Okay, so you're transitioning out of a cycle into a brand new cycle. So let spirit guide you. You know, don't you're whatever you have been nurturing is coming in. Your ships are coming in. It's just not quite here yet. You're in that in between state. You're moving out of that cycle. You've moved out of that cycle, but you haven't fully stepped into the new one. You got to step into it. Take charge. Okay? So, it's a really good reading. I hope you liked it. If you do, that's the cue. You know the routine. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a video. So I think you need to step into your future. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.